Hello guys, welcome back to Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles with your host, Average Pokemon Trainer here, giving you what you want, what you need, what you desire. The Pokemon Battle of the Century. I'm just joking, guys, but it's gonna be a good match today. Today we have Aaron from off the site. Aaron Schiffer. You know, I'm butchering your name, guy. I'm very sorry. You know, I don't like people butchering my name, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna call you Aaron, and that's how it's gonna be. Aaron. Okay. Now, Aaron said he wanted a UU match. He wanted to try out his UU team. He wanted it. I said, yeah, sure. I can bring some UU mons. The Specifically, the mons that I was using in the battle was basically UU mons. Kuragano is morely RU. Zoroark is UU. Dredagon is, I think, RU or UU. I'm not too sure. I think it's RU. Slowbro is UU. I think thing is going into UU. I'm not too sure. The only thing I think that's going to be OU is Heroist, but I think that's gonna drop down into UU because of its speed. It's not the best speed. It's fast, but it still gets outspeed by a lot of things in the OU tier. So I think it might drop down between OU and UU. That borderline tier. So that could be where it lands. So we'll have to see. So he's bringing a pretty decent team himself. He has a Agron. No doubt in my mind that's the Mega. He has Escavalier. He has Rapidash. He has a Archeops. He has Gardos. Also could be his Mega, but as I told you before, if you bring Agron, you're definitely using Agron as your Mega. So, and he has a Golurk. On that fat Golurk, I have a shiny Golett. That's my first shiny in the Kalos region. It's pretty dope, and I might train it up, I might not, depends. But let's get into battle and see what went down. Aaron's issuing a challenge. Okay, he leads off with his Golurk. Shiny Golurk. It's awesome. Looks pretty dope. I'm so glad that this Golurk was my first shiny. I go into my Helios. I go for the Surf. Doesn't take out the Golurk completely. And I get hit with a Stone Edge. I do not die, thankfully. And I go for the second Surf and take him out. Spec Surf does not kill a Golurk. That's not good. He goes into his Archeops. Now I know I could have stayed in and Surf at that point, but I wanted to switch out because I know Archeops can do a lot of shenanigans onto me. So he opts to go for the Rock Slide. I go into my Rhydon, eat that up because of the Evil Light. Archeops goes for the Earthquake for the damage, super effective damage. I go to set up my Stealth Rocks, knowing that Stealth Rocks could play a major role. He has a Rapidash, he has this, he has some other stuff. And then I switch out my Rhydon and I go into my Slowbro, knowing that I can take these hits now. And he goes for the Earthquake. It's not stab, so it's not going to be doing as much to Slowbro. And Slowbro just, you know, come at me, bro. I can soak those hits to my chest. You know, he goes for the Shadow Claw, which was interesting. He has Shadow Claw onto his Archeops. Each to their own, I guess. I go for the Skull, wanting to get that damage off. I know I could take another Shadow Claw easily, and I go for the second Skull to take him out. And Arceus goes down. Arceus looks pretty cool this gen. The way how he flies looks really close to how he flied in the anime. When I used to watch the anime. You know, who watches the anime anymore? Not me. But he goes into that Cavalier. I don't want none of that knockoff crap action. So I go into my Zubal as Death Father. He opts to go for the scissors instead for the more damage. I get killed. He's in a better position, and I go into my diamond, which is not my diamond, which we all know is my Zodiac, and I go for the flamethrower and I take him by surprise, killing his ex-cavalier. He goes into his Rapidash Breed 16. Rapidash looks pretty majestic, shiny with that gray flame. I opt to go out and back into my Slowbro, knowing that mostly Rapidashes are physical. He opts goes for the Flare Blitz. I could take that all day, every day. You know, I could do it. Slowbro, just I opt to go. I think I opt to go for the Trick Room here. I did a Trick Room. Yeah, I did Trick Room. It's called. I think the Trick Room. I'm more sure the Trick Room. Yeah, I did go for the Trick Room. Setting up the Trick Room would have been the best play for me in that situation, because I know Rapidashes do carry Wild Charge, but I can't live a Wild Charge because it's on stab, and I am physically bulky, so I can live a Wild Charge, at least one. He has to go for, I thought he was going to opt to go for the second Wild Charge, so I go into my Rhydon to resist that, but he switched out into his Aggron. Now, this is the better switch for me, because my Rhydon is actually slower than the Aggron, and I go for the Earthquake, and it's a clean Oko for the Aggron. A clean Oko for the Aggron, so he doesn't get to use his Mega Aggron, and he goes into his Gyarados. He get the Intimidate off. I go for the Rock Blast, trying to get as much damage on this thing as possible, because I know my Rhydon did its job. I get the 2 hits. He goes for the Earthquake, and I live with 17. Rhydon, Eviolite, you beast! Why you so good? I go for the Rock Blast, and I take him out. Gyarados is not messing around, Eviolite Rhydon. He takes your soul. Now, I know I cannot take what this thing is dishing out, but I opted to stay in so I can die off, as I don't want anything to take a hit from it. And I get a free switching. I switch back in to my Zodiac at this time, and he goes for the Flare Blitz. I know I can live a Flare Blitz with my Focus Sash, and I do. And Zodiac comes in, the illusion wears off, and he gets damaged by the recall and takes himself out. But even if he didn't, I would have killed him from that range. Aaron, that was a great match. Really liked it. We have to do a UU match sometime again in the future. But for now, you need to subscribe. You need to rate this video, and you need to leave comments in the YouTube comment section below me. I'll read them, I'll understand them, and if it needs to be replied to, I'll reply to them. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. This is Average Trainer signing out. Until next time, guys.